Hello, hello, hello to all my fragrance junkies of the universe. How is it going? How is it hanging? What going on? It's your girl Tracy D, the fragrance junkie, and I am ready to talk about some of my favorite fig scents currently. Okay, that could change at any moment. You know how that is. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you about my current favorite fig scents that I'm ready to dust off since we have officially fallen into fall. I'm ready to dust off these fragrances and try them out for the upcoming colder weather. All right, so I want you to let me know what some of your favorite fig scents are. If you have any recommendations. I like creamy figgy. I like a little bit green figgy, but not too green. So if you have any recommendations that you think I should try, please leave it in the comments. Let me know if you've tried these scents that we're about to talk about. And do your girl a real solid and hit that like, share, and subscribe, okay? I really appreciate the support, and it means a lot to me. So, first up, what do we have? First up, all right, and I put some shea butter. I was putting some shea butter on my hands, so I'm trying to wipe off these bottles to make sure they're not all Gris or have my fingerprints all over them, which, you know how that is. First one up is Father Figure by Phlur. Now, I am a sucker for Phlur. They're one of my houses that I routinely buy from, and I'm building up my collection, although I prefer Sniff more so currently with their selection. But Phlur Father Figure, I tried it. Of course, you can see I liked it. There's quite a dent in here, and I will more than likely re-up. I don't know if I'm going to get the 10 milliliter again, or if I will just go ahead and splurge for the big bottle. But if you know anything about Phlur, I think they come in 50 milliliter bottles, and it's over 100 bones, so might want to think about that. I personally don't like to spend a lot on my fragrances. I think the most expensive fragrance that I have purchased so far was Novitus's Ambrosia Imperial by AI the Great. But other than that, I really do not go crazy on spending a whole lot of money. Maybe I'm cheap. I don't know. I consider myself a little frugal when it comes to scented water. But I digress. Phlur Father Figure. Let me tell you what the notes are. All right, so the nose behind this fragrance is frank vocal. The top notes are fig, water lily, and cassis. Middle notes are iris, orris root, and jasmine. And the base notes are musk, sandalwood, Madagascar vanilla, and patchouli leaf. And this is a really wonderful unisex fragrance, good for however you identify, man, woman, goat, I don't know, but this is for everybody. And it's it has a sort of it's masculine. It's somewhere in the middle between masculine. All right, it leans more masculine, I think. Yeah, it leans more masculine, but a woman can definitely rock this. As you can see, I've got quite a dent in here. I love wearing my Father Figure. The fig, of course, it's slightly green. It's front and center, and it has a watery aspect to it, right? It's not so dense. It's sort of watery, and that could be because of the water lily and the cassis that's in here. It's got a lightness about it because of the iris, I believe. I don't really smell jasmine in here. I don't. Maybe it's my nose. I don't know. But I definitely smell the sandalwood. And what I'm guessing that could give this an even greener tinge might be the patchouli leaf. It doesn't smell like straight up patchouli. It doesn't smell like funky, nasty sneaker smelling patchouli. But this is a great scent, all around wonderfully blended. It's very fresh. It's like when the air starts getting crisp, you know, that's when you pull out your father figure. You spritz it liberally on your sweaters or your scarf or your hair or whatever. And this is going to last, I would say, a good, I would say 4 to 6 hours. I really like it. It's fresh. It's slightly green. It's slightly woody, and it's definitely unisex. And I would highly recommend Phlur's Father Figure. All right, next up. Who do we have next? Next victim. Yesterday's HAZE. And, like I've been saying on my videos, lately I have put a cap on my spending. Because last year there's my cat, Mason, in the background. You may see a white one, that would be Marley. But I put a cap on my exorbitant spending habits of buying perfumes. Last year I was spending enormous amounts of cash, and every other day I was getting a package. So I have cut that down, and I resort to my best friend, Scent Split, for the minimum that I buy is a 5 milliliter sprayer. Okay, 5 milliliters. You can wear this several times. Instead of getting the 1 mil or the 2 mil. This is enough for you to figure out, hey, do I want a big bottle of this perfume, or is this enough, right? This is Yesterday's HAZE by Imaginary Authors. Ooh, I haven't pulled this out in quite a while, since last fall, and as you can see, I've got a pretty good dent in here. Okay, so let me tell you what the scents are to Yesterday's HAZE. This is considered a floral, woody, musky scent. Let's see. It was launched. The nose behind this fragrance is Josh Meyer, released in 2014. This features, fig, iris, whipped cream, tonka bean, woody notes. It doesn't say what woods. Walnuts and fruity notes. Okay, not describing the fruity notes either. So it's really balanced. It's a really smooth and balanced fragrance. I smell the fig is. It's not so much a green fig as it is more or less a creamy fig. A ripe fig, right? Yeah, a ripe fig. It has a lightness to it because of that iris. And I can't really pinpoint any other note in here. It says it has whipped cream, tonka bean, woody notes. Of course, I smell the woody notes, but I can't identify whether it's sandalwood or what other type of wood this may be. I think that the actual website probably might tell a little bit more than Fragrantica. This is also a unisex scent. For some reason, I cannot talk today. Please forgive me. It's a unisex scent. It leans masculine, although it has a slight sweetness to it because of the creaminess of the fig and possibly the whipped cream in here. Yeah, it's very well blended, masterfully blended, very smooth. Same type of effect, It's starting to get a little crisp. I think these will really outperform themselves when the crisper weather appears. And you could spray this liberally on your jacket or your sweater or whatever. It's really, really beautiful. I would highly recommend this. I think, according to the webpage, the largest size for Yesterday's HAZE in many of their scents, or most of their scents, is 50 milliliter, although you can get a sampler, a small sampler, and then you can also get a 14 milliliter travel size. So this is yesterday's HAZE by Imaginary Authors. I would definitely suggest, if you're curious about a scent, to please go to Scent Split and get your sample. Okay. Next, Fig Whiskey. Fig Whiskey. Yes. All right. So this is by Villa or Erbatium. Oh my God, what? Erbatium. All right, Villa Erbatium. This is Fig Whiskey. All right. I just received this not too long ago with some other samples that I want to just try a few more days longer and do another video on them. This is called Fig Whiskey. And this, it says, this expresses the classic atmosphere of drinking whiskey with peaches and figs. I definitely smell the sandalwood. It has the scent of leaves, the scent of fig fruit. It centers on notes of sandalwood and gaiac wood. And then it's got the intoxicating aroma of boozy fruit. It doesn't stipulate what fruit it is, but this is going to be a really nice fall winter scent. The fig is more so creamy, like the soft center of the fig, held down by the sandalwood and the gaiac wood. And I'm not sure what these boozy, fruity notes are, but it reminds me of the fruit that you would, like when you open up a fruit cake or you cut a fruit cake, that candied, maybe liquored up fruit, that's what it reminds me of. So fig, and yes, held down by wood and intoxicating fruit that's slightly candied, but before it was candied, it was maybe sitting in a vat of alcohol, like a dark alcohol, like a rum. It smells like fig rum cake or something, a fig rum fruit cake or something, but it's gonna be nice. I'm really looking forward to trying this out more as it starts to get colder. So Fig Whiskey by Villa Erbatium. Okay, there you go. Hope you can see that. All right, and we're getting down to the last ones, and okay, we've got BDK's Gris Charnel. All right, BDK's Gris Charnel. Very unisex, leaning on masculine. Yeah, leaning on masculine. Let me spray this. God bless Scent Split, I tell you. Saving me so much money. Gris Charnel. It is a very... this is considered a oriental spicy fragrance. Like I said, it's unisex. Was released in 2019. The nose behind this is Mathilde Bajau. The top notes are cardamom, fig, black tea. Middle notes are iris and bourbon vetiver, and the base notes are sandalwood and tonka bean. Yeah, this reminds me of let's just say a fig chai tea. A fig chai tea, because the cardamom mixed with the creaminess of the fruit. It smells creamy but green at the same time. And maybe that's just the tannins from the black tea, I'm not sure, that kind of give it a little bit of a green like a green scent to it, or maybe like a slightly bitterness to it. Oh, it's very beautiful. I don't really smell tonka. I do smell a slight woodiness to it, which is, of course, the sandalwood. I'm not sure what bourbon vetiver, but the vetiver could also be giving that green sort of, that greenish tinge, or that slight bitterness to it as well. Yeah, it smells intoxicating. It smells like fall, winter, bundled up, drinking a beautiful, hot, steaming mug of fig chai tea. Fig chai tea. Wow. And it's foggy outside, and like my brain is just going, but this is really worth a try. Really worth a try. And if you don't want to splurge, I mean, BDK scents are not that cheap. Well over $100, I believe, for 100 mil. I think $145. I saw, it could be mistaken, but it was over 100. Let's just say that. But try it out. From Scent Split or any place that decants, and I have a list of websites that sell decants, as well as Scent Split, and yeah, so I would definitely give it a try. It's really, really, really beautiful. And I would be remiss if I did not mention an inspiration of BDK's Gris Charnel, and that is Lattafa's Liam Gray. And this is a really beautiful scent. It is a clone of BDK's Gris Charnel, and it has all the same ingredients. This one lists patchouli in here, though, whereas I didn't see patchouli listed under the Gris Charnel. And this also has labdanum, so just a few interchanging notes. But I really love, although I love Gris Charnel by BDK, I love Lattafa's Liam Gray that much more. It's a little bit sweeter than the dryness of the Gris Charnel. This is really, really a beautiful scent. Really, I mean, and for a fraction of the cost, maybe $40, compared to over $100, and this is 100 mil. So that's a savings, a considerable savings, with all the same ingredients. It's a little bit sweeter, not too much, but if I had my druthers, I prefer Lattafa's Liam Gray. All right, so give it a whirl, give it a shot. You will not be disappointed. But I would try the original first, and sometimes I wear them together. So just to see what the real deal smells like, and what a great inspo of that scent is. All right, and last but not least, I just received this, but I wanted to include this. I'm still figuring out whether this is a big bottle worthy scent or not, and just cleaning off the bottle. It's got smudges all over it. And this is the Dua brand's Sugar Dusted Figs and Milk. All right, what does this have in here? This is also considered a unisex, so all of these scents today are all considered unisex. This has figs, sparkling sugar crystals, creamy milk, warm vanilla, sandalwood, and sugary sweetness. This is considered a fruity gourmand. And this is not the gourmand that, it smell, you're going to smell like cookies and cake or anything like that. It's a creamy, sweet fig, slightly lactonic because of the milk scent. It's very light, though. Very, very light. Like, very light. I still need to wear this a little bit to see if this is something that I honestly like my scents to have a little bit more oomph or punch to them. This is very light. Even on the paper, maybe I need to get it on my skin. Well, actually, I did spray it on my skin. I can't smell it anymore, so I don't know. I just got this, so maybe I need to let this sit. But I wanted to include it in my fig scents that I'm going to be wearing and testing out for the fall. So this is Sugar Dusted Figs and Milk. If you have this, tell me what you think of it. Is it just my nose? But it's very, very light. I don't know if this would even last on skin for very long, because I sprayed it earlier and I don't smell it at all. So I'm not sure about this one. That's an if. All right, let me know if you have this. Let me know your experience with this. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any recommendations, okay, you guys? Those are my fig scents that I am dusting off and wearing for the fall. I'll keep you updated on which ones stay or which ones may have to go bye-bye. All right, take care, you guys. I love you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care.